Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon where we need to gather a low-level party to head into the farmlands and we don't quite have enough space on our roster. Now, a lovely viewer has suggested that one way of culling one of our many mid to high level heroes conscientiously would be to mount an expedition into the darkest dungeon. And you know what? I like that idea, because we could take characters with the Crimson Curse and they could die. We have too many antiquarians, so I'll probably do that. But first, let's see if we can... I'm going to take this Crusader, because we want a nice solid Crusader in our farmyard party.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
You know what? We'll take this fellow as well.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
Call him Kelder. And then this fella needs a name as well. And we should call him... You know what? I don't think the Bucket Helm Crusader has been updated, but we'll call him Marius. There we go. And Marius is going to need, like, those. And you're gonna... That's not far off, actually. We can... That's crazy. So we want a Vestal and a Grave Robber, basically, I think, for that party. Hopefully not level 0, but level 1. I mean, I know it's a lot of wishful thinking, so let's head off into the darkest dungeon. Right. So, Wrexham, you're only a leper. You will be saved this indignity. You are our only abomination. You are not our only antiquarian. Malcolm is not our only man-at-arms, although that is a very rare trinket. You know what, if they are going to their dooms, let's at least not give them the very best trinkets in the world. This week, we're sending a group of expendable heroes, and hoping some come back. Clotter, you know, that's not entirely bad. Let's send you... and Malcolm here, and just one more person for the back. This is tricky because we don't really have any expendable back rankers that we want to part with. So I think that's actually our entire party going in. Okay, a party of 3. We are the Flame! The creature's power waxes terrible. Recover the protective relics from the long-abandoned base camp, but beware the shuffling horror. Oh, the horror. Here we go. Now this is going to be freaky. This is high-end stuff. This is... We're actually just going to go as far as we can with this lot. And hope we get some nice people in the stagecoach when we come back next week. We should also check the exchange rate and see if we can actually exchange for crystals, because that would be really interesting. I hope we can't, because I don't want to see the crystal mechanic being abused too much. So, just 3 heroes. It's brave, I know, and foolhardy. Let's at least give them a couple of torches. Oh god. Yeah, so this is going to be a mess, by the way. Okay. This is going to get really disturbing very soon, because these heroes are not ready for this.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Okay, that all sounds really ominous, but nowhere near as ominous as what we're about to see now. Yep, it's difficult enough. So, this is like the Crimson Court missions in that the Darkest Dungeon quests are preset dungeons. However, they don't, they refill each time, right? So, Crimson Court, if I were to go in and clear this corridor and get to this room, when I next came back, I'd arrive in this room and this corridor would be clear. In the Darkest Dungeon, however, you go back to the beginning every time and it resets.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires.
Now,
The creature fattens itself on your failures.
ooh, the horrific creature. Now look at this decor. If this isn't a place where Chaos Warriors would live, then I am sorely mistaken. Onwards! We believe we're heroes, right? We believe we can do this. There is only one path. Alright, time to shit a brick. So these strange rapturous cultists, their flesh is mutating, they've got eyes on wrong parts of their bodies. I think they're eyes. And they are just weird. And did he just bite himself? Now, to be fair, I have gone a couple of encounters into this dungeon previously, but never actually completed this quest. If these guys actually somehow complete this quest, that would be insane. Speaking of insane, let's throw up a guard. So, a guard responds with guard, okay, and a bolster. Now, these rapturous cultists on their own are not that dangerous. I imagine if they were part of a larger encounter. He just bit himself and healed himself? That doesn't make sense. But I imagine if they were part of a larger encounter, then they'd be much more dangerous because they could guard other foes. Here we go. So he doesn't need to heal himself with the bite. Okay. We need to start getting some damage on these fellows because they are healing at an alarming rate. Oh, here we go again. 12! That's a lot of healing.
A powerful blow.
And her critical hit buff is... minus 15% stress by the look of it.
Obliterated.
Oh yes! Have that extra virtue chance. Not that it'll matter that much at this point just yet. Now ideally we're wanting to get rid of our Antiquarian this run, but if she survives, I'm not going to complain.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, so that was our first encounter with minions in the Darkest Dungeon, and they were certainly not something we'd want to send a low-level party up against. They were weird, strange, mutated creatures. As we get closer to the horrors at the depths of the Darkest Dungeon, I imagine reality will bend and warp and twist and shift even more. Now, what else lies ahead in this corridor? Well, we're probably going to run into a very nasty encounter right about now. Cultist priest. That is not human!
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
Even if it once was, it is no more. Now, only something monstrous remains. Have it! And what is this debuff it's given us? Oh, less bleed resistance, and it's probably hitting us with bleed attacks as well, just to be that little bit nastier. And miraculously, We're kind of doing okay at this. Oh, you scum. You absolute scoundrel, Malcolm. You know what, let's see if we can debuff it. We probably can't. Oh well. A finger? Yeah, that's the bony finger I was expecting. Oh, great. Better set up that riposte. I think I've been as far as the room at the end of this hall, and that just got really dangerous. I think there were like 2 of these cultist priests and 2 of the rapturous cultists. However, let's get some damage in here. You know, we're doing okay. If we came in here fully geared up, we might actually stand a chance. But I'd at least like to have a half-decent healer with us to do that. Oh, here we go. Irrational!
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
What an irrational thing to say. Oh, take your bloody healing, you idiot. You're gonna die, and then we're gonna have to leave with 2 people dead. But hey,
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
6 for 1. Yeah, alright. Into the chamber we go. Let's at least light our last torch. Oh, they go out! And she's now wasting for lack of a blood. You know, that's not an entirely bad thing, but let's get in there, soften him up a little. We're probably going to see massive bleeding here soon. Okay, and he's thrown up a guard. That is not a normal cultist brawler. Wait, new god?
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
I thought it was Ren for the old god. No, because that's the other one, isn't it? Right, okay. Okay, 5 to 9, 5 to 9. Oh god, that's high numbers. Okay, we're just going to throw up a bolster. There we go. And he's going to eat and heal. He's going to consume his own flesh and grow stronger. Right, let's anticipate some dangerous assault here. This is probably going to be a bit of a short episode, and I should have probably used the town facilities before heading in here.
Set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Bloody hell! I think we're leaving. I think we're going to fail to leave because we have an afflicted person, but it's time to go. This is kind of a point of no return here, and we might as well salvage something from this situation, right? We're leaving. But wait! There's an insane nutjob who doesn't want to let us leave! So let's see if he'll let us leave now. Oh, we're going to take 1 or 2 deaths in this fight now. But that's okay, because we're making room in the roster, so in theory it's not all entirely bad.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Ooh, death now, death by initiative. She still stands. Let's attack this one. Oh, nice. No! You needed to go after him and heal her, damn it! Oh well. Let's try leaving again.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
Well, it's clear these heroes are unfit for this mission. It's just too tough for them. It's time to fall back and retreat to town. But when we do... Are you sure you want to retreat? The heroes will suffer the stress of defeat, and it's also the darkest dungeon, so one of them will perish, holding off the cultists and foul monsters so the others may escape. The fiends are closing in, and a random hero must give their life to ensure the others will escape from the darkest dungeon. Really? Abandon the quest? Yes, really. Absolutely.
and learn from it.
Let's see who perished. Oh, Malcolm. It wasn't Rashida, who has become unyielding. Wow, we might have to try and lock that. Let's return to town and see who's available in the stagecoach. And then we can begin our crystal
Let
episode.
the organ notes ring out from the abbey.
Yes!
This are gathering.
Double Vestals! The Sisters of St. Martha's will lead the service with a chorus of "We Are the Flame," after which they will be accepting confessions in the lower hall. You know, Unholy Slayer? Ooh. Gifted. What's gifted? Gifted is plus 20% healing received. Yeah, okay, they're both good. One of those skins has not been updated. However, what else is here at the stagecoach? No grave robber. Take a musketeer. You know what?
A champion markswoman. Keen for a new kind of challenge.
For some reason, this name Campbell will be replaced with Ashley. Because why not? Actually, I'm probably going to forget, so... Ashley Campbell. There we go. Just in case I forget. Oh, that's a good... That is a good skill array for the courtyard. Yeah! For the farmyard, I mean. And then we want one of these... Unholy Slayer, Armor Tinker. Armor Tinker's good early on. Misses the spot. Not light sensitive. No, okay, we're taking the other one. Hey, I bloody... Not enough people died. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Did I fail to kill enough heroes? I think I did. Someone's gonna have to go. And I think it's probably going to be Sophie. So Malcolm died. No one else died recently. Damn it. I thought someone might have died the week before or something. Okay. Sarah, where's our other Hellion with the heavy armor? Oh, did it loop back to a previous death ages ago and show the previous cause of death and time of death? I think it did. Well, we need to make some kind of change here. You know, we're kind of limping along, barely surviving. Let's go looking for disposable heroism. This is a real shame. We need to do something about this fast. So, Eldritch Hater is good. I'm not going to get rid of our darling little librarian because there's new librarian update out today, and things are continuing to be tweaked. There may be some changes made to replace the Resolve experience buff on her level 5 skills with something else like Scouting Chance or something, just so that it's still relevant at high levels. But that's not fully decided yet. Yeah, she must have just died. Okay, so... Is it going to be you that is cast aside? Oh, I don't know. No, that's not right, is it? That does not feel right at all. Okay. Do we have a... No, we don't. We don't have another Hellion here. So I'm thinking Kelda will be the one to get... No, we need a full party of 4. I think it has to be Saren, to be honest. And that is rough. Ludwig, Rosnav... We have too many Twilight Knights. Okay, we have Ren, we have Sophie, and who just came back? Sarah Lynn. Clotter. Okay, Sophie it is. It's not ideal. You know what, she's been good to us. But we really need the space. You have served us well. Go and feel proud for what you have achieved here.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Right, so now that she's gone, you, my dear, will be coming with us.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
And you're going to learn your skills, damn it. And I'm going to make sure you have a skin that won't go buggy, because some old outdated skins are not good. Now, oh yes! We'll use this one. Because I'm not sure we've used this one before, and it's a little bit silly with those goofy teeth. And we will call her Sister... What will we call her? I mean, she's going into the farmyard, so... And she does look a bit like she's from the farm. Sister Gertrude. Absolutely, yes. So next time we shall be going into the farmstead, and we're going to make full use of the town facilities while we are here. You know, Sir Galliard, that is a very nasty negative trait there that we can remove right now. And Sister Senna, fear of beasts could be problematic, so let's just fix that as well. Okay, now for the farm next time we're going to have to be careful, because it's the first time going there this playthrough. But that will have to wait until the next episode. Money's a little bit tight to use the town facilities for stress removal at the moment, but I will be looking to do it in the future. Oh, and I was going to check this. Ah, good, we cannot trade. So, we can trade crystals for other trinkets, but we can't trade trinkets for crystals. That's good. Alright, so, in the meantime, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!